Hello all. In this video, we are going to see how to use Xlookup function in Excel. It is an advanced function which can replace all other lookup functions that is available in Excel today, like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index function, etc. So before we proceed into the video, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please go ahead and subscribe it. So, so this is the table I have, and I would like to build a table in this format using Xlookup. So the first thing that you see here is employee ID is going to be the unique value, and we are going to use lookup function to get all these values populated here. The main thing that you see here is in the source table, the name and email are to the left hand side of the employee ID. So if you try using VLOOKUP function here, you cannot do this because the lookup array is to the left of the lookup value, which will not work. Let's just give it a try. I'm just using the normal VLOOKUP function. So this column is going to be my lookup column. So I'm trying to move it to the left, and this will not work. So this is where Xlookup can help you great deal. So let's see how Xlookup works. Xlookup, again same, the lookup value and the lookup array. So we are going to search for this lookup value in column C, and then the next thing that we need is the return array is the output that we are expecting. So what we are expecting is for this employee id we need the email of the person. So I'm going to select this column, right? And you would get it right away. So similarly, let's try applying the same logic for getting the name as output. So Xlookup, this is the lookup value, and the lookup array will remain the same, the employee id, but the return array will be different because we need the name. So I'm going to select column B, right? So this will pull the name values here. So this is the first advantage of using Xlookup in place of VLOOKUP function. But there is another advantage. What we are going to do is we need to fill the data for all these three columns. Normally, if you use VLOOKUP, you will have to enter the formula in each cell and then drag it down. But in Xlookup, you need not do that. Now watch what happens. Xlookup, lookup value will remain the same, and the lookup array will remain the same, employee id. Now you need the location, degree, and then the year they were passed out. So when you use VLOOKUP, you can get output for only one column, but here you can get multiple columns. So what I'm going to do is while selecting the return array, I'm going to select all these three columns together. Now see what happens. It automatically pulls the data for all three columns. Okay, this is a major advantage using Xlookup, which we cannot accomplish using VLOOKUP. So this particular example is how Xlookup can be used to replace VLOOKUP. So next one, what we are going to see is how Xlookup can be used to replace HLOOKUP, which is looking up for the row values, right? So this is the table I have. It's in the same format. What I'm going to do is this is all that I have in the table. I'm going to use Xlookup and pull all the data from the table from sheet 1. So let's see how we are going to do it. Let's try Xlookup. Xlookup, my lookup value will be employee ID, and then my lookup array will be this entire row, and my return array will be the remaining rows. If you do this, it will automatically populate this value of employee ID in all the rows. Now I am just going to drag it, and you will get the values in all the rows and columns filled out. So here what we are doing is we are using the Xlookup function, and we are using the row header as the unique value. So for example, if you are taking employee id, it looks up for employee id in this table, and whatever data is there in that column, it will be automatically populated here. And similarly for the other columns, it will look up for name, location, degree, etc.